Another week of senior spotlights, joined now by Catholic graduate offensive lineman John Diaz. John, let's start with, coming back to play a fifth year, a leader on the offensive line on this team, and just how you went through the process of deciding to come back for another year and get ready to lace them up again for one more season.
So I always, ever since we got that COVID year back of eligibility, my sophomore year obviously was the COVID year. We didn't have a season, so I had an extra year of eligibility, and I knew since then I wanted to take advantage of that. I just had gotten advice from everyone saying if you leave games on the table, you're going to regret it later down the road. And I'm seeing that now with my friends who have already graduated. Every week they're saying, well, I wish I could be playing right now, things like that. So I just didn't want to leave games off the table. And I also wanted to pursue my master's, so I'm getting my master's in science. Pardon me. I'm getting my Master of Science in Business right now, which is something that I also wanted to do. So it worked out well that I was able to play and get my master's at the same time. So here I am. I'm thankful for it.
What has been the biggest difference so far in the switch from the new MAC, which you played in your entire career, until this year with the switch to the Landmark Conference, a little less distance on your away trips, a little less travel, some different teams, obviously, to kind of build those new rivalries with moving forward?
Mm-hmm. The biggest difference probably, our two games we've played so far have both been very solid teams. I think the competition is definitely way better in the Landmark. Obviously, Susquehanna is one of the best teams in the nation. So that's something that you didn't really get to see in the new MAC. You play solid teams in the new MAC, but these teams are real deal. These teams are teams that can make a playoff push, so it's tremendous competition.
Big weekend ahead, always a fun time around DC for Cardinal weekend with parents, alumni, people who don't always make it back for every home game. They make it back for this one. What's the added boost as a player on that field with the atmosphere change, with more people in the stands, more people in the tailgate lots, and a little more excitement?
I love Alumni Weekend every year. It's always the most attended game. It's always the most rowdy game. And we usually play well, too, so I'm excited for that. A lot of my friends, like I previously mentioned, just graduated, and a lot of them are in the area, so they'll be back, too. It's always a good time for Alumni Weekend. I'm excited to see everyone from past teams that I know, so it definitely is a boost, knowing that there's former teammates and all your friends and family in the crowd. It's definitely an extra motivator.
So, still some time ahead, but does look like rain again in the forecast for Saturday. We've had back-to-back home games with some rain. Obviously, last week it kind of subsided pretty early on and was a pretty nice day. But what's the difference from, especially up in the trenches, where you're playing in some sloppy weather, that the game plan might shift a little bit from what it would normally be, and your job might change a little bit?
So Coach Gutt makes it a point. He puts a big emphasis saying that every weather is Cardinal weather, whether it's rain, sleet, hail, what have you. Every weather is Cardinal weather. So our focus doesn't change. The elements do, obviously, a little bit, but that shouldn't affect our game plan, our focus. Anything that we can control, it shouldn't impact any of that, because every weather is Cardinal weather.
John, thanks so much for your time. Good luck this weekend.
Of course. Thank you.